Okay, so update 5.5 months post-surgery for ALIF L5S1. Been having some difficulties and I'm not exactly sure what it's stemming from. Could be because Addison's and fibro, but literally any time that I will try to fire the lower back muscles is when it hurts. It feels like there's a lot of pressure down there and that somebody is like trying to like stop that movement with so if you're thinking of something that moves together in that sort of way and they stop it, like throwing a stick through bicycle spokes or something like that. That is what it feels like. It's just very localized. So my chiropractor says it's really strange because somebody who is active as I am and young as I am should have recovered quickly from this, but the movements that I'm saying, like walking upstairs, anything like that, like is firing those, it's just that localized pain, and it's getting to the point where it's very bothersome, not nearly as painful as it was before, because that pain would radiate down my legs and into my hips and up my back. So I'm glad that it is just localized and we can kind of figure it out from here. I go back in to see the surgeon on the 1st. I think that is for my last appointment. Maybe I'll have one in a couple months, but I'll be able to talk to him about it. They'll do the, the normal x-rays that they do to check on everything. But I went for a walk the other day and that really hurt. I got about 4 blocks into it and it was extremely painful for my back. Went to one of my son's basketball games, tried to walk upstairs, and that was painful. I know traveling and sitting long distances, traveling for their games and stuff has really done a number on my back, and sitting in the bleachers, and you're sitting there for 2 hours watching a game on these really hard bleachers and you're not in a good position. You're always leaned forward. So I did take a week off from traveling. My back did good for 2 days, and then I went for that walk and it messed it up. So I'm just kind of wondering where I am at that. Still happy that I had the surgery. Like I said, the pain isn't as bad. The diet change is going good. That has helped, I think, with the pain and inflammation and stuff like that. So getting those things out of my body. But as far as this whole localized thing, I don't know if anybody else has had this, but I don't, maybe there's a screw loose or something's in there. I just really want to get it figured out. Looking at doing PT with these bars. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but they're these long bars and they have little weights in them that roll around. So it's like a stabilizing thing. So I'll do some PT with that to see if that'll strengthen those deeper muscles, to see if that will help, because those muscles could be atrophied, and so we got to kind of see where it's kind of like a taking out steps into figuring out what this is, but there's not a lot that it could be. So that's the most frustrating thing. Carrying something is very painful for my back as well. But like I said, it's almost like pressure and then somebody stopping whatever movement is there. It's more annoying than anything, but I'll bend over to pick something up and literally can't stand back up. I'll have to walk bent over for a little bit until I can get myself to stand back up, leaning over the sink to brush my teeth or wash my face. Any sort of movement like that. It would be nice if I could lay every day and let it, do its thing. But even the act of laying down and then sitting back up is painful. So this really needs to be figured out. But this is my only complaint from having this surgery. So hopefully I'll be able to figure out what it is, talk to the surgeon on February 1st and see what we can do, maybe an MRI, see if there's underlying issues. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure how much Addison's and fibromyalgia play into this, but it doesn't feel like those kind of pains. This is more bone localized just in that site where it is fused. So I'm waiting for answers, so I will keep you updated. My exercise is still, I do the elliptical and I do floor exercises and yoga, and all of that is fine. I do great on the elliptical. It's not that pounding, like walking or everything like that. It's very, you know, you're in the air and you're on soft, so everything is just right there instead of walking on hard cement and having that, gosh, I can't even think of the word for it. But yeah, so doing the elliptical, doing yoga. Yoga tends to hurt my back, and even stretching hurts. But like I said, trying to get this all figured out. But I have to keep my body moving because I don't want to get worse by just sitting and doing nothing. I'm a very active person, or I try to be, and these diseases kind of hold me back a little bit, but I have to, it actually helps to keep my body moving, even if it's just a little bit, 20 to 30 minutes a day. So I will continue to do that and see where I'm at, see what the doctor says, make progress, hopefully still with chiro, massage, and physical therapy. I'm 5.5 months into this. I should be fine by now, but I will keep everybody updated, and we will see how this turns out.